Alright. I'm back. Probably won't have another one of these for like a little while, because low-key, I did low-key lose interest, low-key, a little bit low-key. But still, nevertheless, we push onward, alright? Because the whole point of this is to not give up, right? Yeah, so low-key, don't want to do this, but low-key, gonna low-key do this. Okay, low-key? Got it, low-key. Natalie Valere, episode 4, start! When I wake up, I hear people going through my bags, and I jolt straight up. I see a younger man with black hair and two bigger guys beside him. They're all sorting out what from my bag they can take, but it's mostly just food. And it looks like they're discussing how much of it to leave me with, so I'm not in too rough of a spot. Oh, good, you're awake. My name's Damon. How far are you planning to travel? I'm heading to Cedar Point, down this trail. What are you doing? Don't touch my stuff. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to fucking do this. Low-key episode over. Fuck writing. Fuck talking in the car. Fuck everything. I want an office where I can sit down and write what I can fucking think about with a fucking plan. And you know what I don't fucking have? Goddamn structure that gives me time for anything longer than 5 minutes without sacrificing, like, fucking hobbies that I'd rather be doing. God forbid a guy wants to be creative and play fucking Warframe for 19 hours a day. Like, I can't have both? Bullshit. Fuck you. Now I'm mad. You pissed me off. This is your fault. I hate you. I hate you. Die. So, basically the story is Natalie Valere wakes up from where she set up camp, and she's being robbed by Damon and two goons from Duke Reinhardt's encampment. They're bandits. And Damon is gonna take all of her shit and, like, take her bag and give it to one of his guys and be like, we'll leave the shittier bag with you, but we're gonna keep yours because it's nicer. And then he's gonna look at the bottom of the bag, and he's gonna see the deer skull that Natalie was using a mask, and he's gonna be like, oh, you've got a mask? I'll be keeping this too. Only reason you should have a mask is if you're planning to get into trouble. And I want you to stay safe, sweetheart. And he's, like, kind of cocky and flirty, and he's totally an asshole, but it's kind of cute. And Natalie doesn't even try to fight back because she doesn't have any, like, powers or anything yet that she knows about. So she's gonna just be like, but I'm going to Cedar Point and blah blah blah, and he's gonna leave her with, like, a shitty bag that he, like, swizzed with one of his guys' bags, and, like, enough food to make the rest of the journey. But he's gonna make jokes and be like, yeah, you packed a little too much for that trip, didn't you? Blah blah blah, blah blah blah, me. Episode 4 done. Oh, wait, no, not over. Actually, Natalie Valere trudges along on the trail back to fucking Cedar Point, and she's, like, upset and kicking the dirt, and she's like, it sucks being weak and in this world, and, like, I don't even know who to call. There's no police, there's no internet, and then she meets Cedric Blight, and he's ex-soldier at Marina Bay, who's also a carver who, like, carves things out of wood, and he makes, like, tables and chairs and little ornaments and things. and Vikram, the owner of the inn that's keeping Natalie Valere, like, housed and fed, ordered a new table and chair set for a room that he's having installed. And so Natalie is supposed to, like, go get all of that stuff and, like, borrow a wagon and get those stuff and bring it to Vikram and then take the wagon back and walk back home. So, like, that's what she's doing for the next little bit to afford her stay. But she's going to start talking to Cedric Blight whenever she's there and learning about being in the army for Marina Bay and harmonics and, like, self-defense and stuff. And she's going to be like, I want to be able to defend myself. I want to be able to do these things. I want to just use magic to make life easier. Because Cedric Blight, he's not in the army anymore, so he's not using combative harmonics, but he still uses it to make daily life easier. That's what he does his carving with, is precision harmonics. So Natalie Valere starts to use him as her mentor in the early sections of the story, and that's episode 4, Speedrun Edition.